class we have discussed about the solution of the Legendre polynomials, Hermite polynomials, Laguerre polynomial, and Bessel functions, right? So how they occurred as a solution for the different differential equation that we have seen. So today we are going to start with the properties of Legendre polynomials. So let me first consider the first structure of the Legendre polynomials. So any one of you please elaborate this, what will be the structure of Legendre polynomial. I am going to write it on the board. So all of you are able to see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So what is the Legendre polynomial structure? किसी ने लिखा है PNX का स्ट्रक्चर क्या होता है?
1 minus x square y double dash.
Just a minute. That is the Legendre differential equation. I am talking about Legendre polynomial. So its solution will be the function over here. So what is PNX?
Okay.
Summation.
Sigma k is
Yes.
k is 0 to n minus 1 raised to k.
Minus 1 raised to k.
2n minus 2k factorial.
On the denominator or on the numerator?
Numerator.
2n minus 2k factorial.
Divide by 2 raised to
Yes.
n.
2
2
raised
raised to n.
Fine.
K factorial.
Very
K
good.
factorial.
Very good.
n minus k factorial.
Very good.
n minus 2k factorial.
N minus k factorial.
K factorial.
Minus
n minus
factorial
2k
x raised to.
x raised to n minus 2k.
So all of you are able to say this structure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Nitu. So we are going to start with this polynomial. We got to find out the corresponding properties of this polynomial. So first of all, we will see this by considering specific values of n, which are the corresponding polynomials corresponds to this n is equal to 0, 1, 2 and so on. Okay. So first of all, we consider, you can write here, we know that this one. Write down this structure after we know that Pnx is equal to this one. You can see I have written instead of capital N just integral part of n by 2. Why I have taken up this one? Because n we have considered is nothing but n by 2 or it is n minus 1 by 2 if n is even and if n is odd. Right? So if I consider for this case, suppose n is equal to 2. N is equal to 2, that means it is even number. So here capital N will be nothing but 1 only. And if I consider n is equal to 3, then this is odd number. So it is 3 minus 1, 2, 2 divided by 2. So again you will get n is equal to 1. Right? Now instead of this n, let me consider integral part of n by 2. Actually we are going to consider the lower floor. Right? So when I consider n is equal to 2, so 2 by 2, it is 2 by 2 means it is integral part will be 1. When I consider n is equal to 3, so it is integral part of 3 by 2. What will be the integral part of 3 by 2? Do you remember this integral function or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what it will be, Niti?
It's 1.
It's 1. Actually, B group student, this is for you. Actually, this is step kind of functions if you remember. Integral part of x. So, this is the notation. They are written in the square bracket integral parts. So, they are written in the square brackets and actually, it is the combination of this is lower floor and this is upper floor. These two are the symbols of this as well. So, when we consider integral part of x, then it will be, suppose I consider, suppose this is 1 2, 3 and so on. Here also it is 1, 2, 3 and so on. So integral part of x means suppose I consider any number greater than 0 to 1. Any number greater than 0 to 1. So it will consider the value. Sorry, let me consider this square bracket. 0 is also included. तो 0 include करके 1 तक जाओगे आप this interval 0 to 1. तो यहाँ पर कोई भी x लोगे आप तो it is the you have to consider this function as the lowest integer part of this function. Means suppose in this case suppose I consider 1 by 2. तो 1 by 2 का left hand side में integer कौन सा रहेगा? So 1 by 2 यहाँ पर है तो integer is 1. So in that case for the entire interval 0 will be the value. When I consider from 1 to 2, so this bracket. Any number between 1 to 2, then its integral value will be the left side integral. So 1 by 2, 1 to 2 में आप कोई भी integer या number लोगे real number. Suppose I consider it as 3 by 2. तो 3 by 2 का left side का integer कौन सा होगा? So 3 by 2 actually कहाँ पर होगा? This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3 and so on. So 3 by 2 will be here. So left hand side integer of it is 1. So in that case जो भी values यहाँ 1 to 2 के बीच में रहेंगे वो value लेगा 1. Similarly 2 to 3 के लिए it will take value 2 and 3. So it is step kind function, right? So integral part is this nothing but this one. So now you can see n is 1 over here. It is also 1. It is also 1. Suppose if I consider n is equal to 5. So in this case n is equal to 5 minus 1, that is 4. 4 divided by 2, so it will be 2. And here if you consider is for this one, so integral part of 5 by 2, what it will be? Actually 5 by 2 is 2.5 and 2.5 का left hand side integral आप लोगे, so it will be 4.
2.
So these two are nothing but the same one. That's why instead of that capital N, I have considered the integral part of n by 2. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Fine. So I am rubbing all this. Fine. So let us start with n is equal to 0. So when I consider n is equal to 0, integral part of integers are the integer itself that you already know. Integer part of integral number, it will be that number itself. So when I consider n is equal to 0, integral part of n by 2 will be also 0. So left hand side if you see, so I will denote it with p0x because I am considering n is equal to 0. So for n is equal to 0, p0x. So your summation will be starting from 0 to integral part of 0 by 2, that is 0 only. And now let me consider the value of n to be 0. So 2 raised to 0, k factorial 0 minus 2k factorial upon 0 minus k factorial 0 minus 2k factorial x raised to 0 minus 2k. But what is k? K is starting from 0 and ending at 0, that means k is equal to 0 itself. So let us substitute the value k is equal to 0. So minus 1 raised to 0, 1, 2 raised to 0, 1, 0 factorial is 1, minus 2 0 factorial is also, that is nothing but the 0 factorial. So that is 1, 0 factorial, x raised to 0. So ultimately you are going to get the value 1. So that means p0x value is 1. So this is the, suppose this is 1. So any x values you choose, the Legendre polynomial will give always when n is equal to 0, it will always give you the 1, that means the constant line. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us consider now for n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means that means I will have p1x. When I consider p1x, you can see here my summation will be starting from a is equal to 0 to integral part of 1 by 2. What is integral part of 1 by 2, Janvi? Janvi is there? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी,
0.
Yes, it will be 0. 1 by 2 का integral part जो left hand side में integer है, that is it will be 0. Very good. So in this case, it will be minus 1 raised to k, 2 raised to n. N is 1 over here, so it is 2 raised to 1, k factorial. Then 2n minus 2k factorial. So here n is equal to 1. So 2 minus 2k factorial upon 2 minus k factorial. This is minus, please. 2 minus 2k factorial x raised to 2 minus 2k. Just I have substituted value of n is equal to 1 over here. So I will get this series. Now series is from 0 to 0. So I will have just one term, that is k is equal to 0. So let us substitute the value k is equal to 0. What it will be? This is 0. So the minus 1 raised to 0, that is 1. So 1 by 2 over here for this factor. Now for this one, k is equal to 0 means this is 2 factorial now. Denominator, this is also 2 factorial, 2 minus 0 factorial, that is 2 factorial. This is also 2 factorial. And x square. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute. Pnx and
मैम
yes.
मैम आपने यहाँ पे 2 माइनस के फैक्टोरियल नहीं, वो n माइनस 1, तो 1 माइनस के होगा ना यहाँ पे.
कहाँ पर you are talking about?
हाँ, डिनोमिनेटर में आपने लिखा है ना 2 माइनस 2 के फैक्टोरियल. हाँ, यहाँ पे 1 माइनस के होगा ना मैम.
Yes, ma'am. N equal to 1 है so.
Yes, it is there. Sorry. This is 1.
हाँ,
This
यहाँ
is 1. Right. Thank
And
you.
ma'am summation k equal to 0 to 1 नहीं होगा?
नहीं बराबर ही बराबर.
That is okay. That is, see, integral part will be n is equal to 1.
Yeah,
Integral part,
yeah.
1 by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
so it will be 0, but instead of n, I have to consider 1, so 2 raised to 1. Then this is 1 minus k factorial, 1 minus k factorial, x raised to 1 minus 2k, right? This is what,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, so let us simplify this. So when we simplify this, k is equal to 0, so this is 1 upon 2, 0 factorial is 1, this is 2 factorial, denominator 1 factorial, x raised to 1 minus 0, so it is just x, right? So 2 factorial 2 goes, so this is just x, so even x is x only. Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you see, even of x is equal to x, that means this is the function y. So when n is equal to 1, it will represent the straight line passing through origin. So this is your P1x. This was the P0x. So this is the P1x. That is P1 of x is nothing but x. Y is equal to x, straight line passing through origin with the inclined angle 45 degree, right? So now let us compute P3x. For P3x, summation k is equal to 0 to integral part 3 by 2. Integral part 3 by 2 means what, Tofel?
2.
Sure? Kamini, want to correct this?
1.
What it will be?
1, ma'am.
It will be 1 Tofel because 3 by 2 आप लोगे, मैंने अभी just आपको बताया, तो उसका left hand side integer जो होगा, that will be 1. So integral part of 3 by 2 is nothing but 1. Very good. So for n is equal to 3, let me now substitute all these values. So 2 raised to n is equal to 3. So here 2 cube into k factorial 2n. So n is 3. So it is 6 factorial. I am directly writing 6 minus 2k factorial. In the denominator, n is equal to 3. So 3 minus k factorial. 3 minus 2k factorial into x raised to 3 minus 2k. So now if you see, summation will have two terms, one pertaining to 0 and one pertaining to k is equal to 1. So if you see this, let me start with the k is equal to 0. So k is equal to 0 means it will be minus 1 raised to 0, that is 1, 2 cube, that is 8, 0 factorial upon 6, in the numerator 6 factorial, let me consider it separately, 6 factorial upon k is equal to 0, so here I will have 3 factorial This is also 0. So 3 factorial x raised to 3 minus 0 plus. Now the term with respect to k is equal to 1. So what it will be when I consider k is equal to 1, this one will be minus 1 raised to 1. That is the negative sign occurred over here. So that I will consider here. So what it will be? Minus 1 upon k is equal to 1. So this is 1 factorial. So 2 cube, that is 8 into 1 factorial. Now 6 minus 2 into 1, that is 4 factorial in the numerator. Then in the denominator 3 minus 1, that is 2 factorial. 3 minus 2 into 1, that is 1 factorial. And x raised to 3 minus 2 into 1, that is only x. So simplification, if you see what will be the simplification, 6 factorial, 6 into 5 into 3, sorry, 4 into 2 into 1. So this will get cancelled. This is 3 factorial is 6. So 6 gets cancelled. So we'll remain with the 5 by 6 x cube minus, here if you see 4 factorial is cancelled out with the 8. So this is 3 by 2 x. So this is what the polynomial with respect to x. That is, if I consider 1 by 2 common, so what it will be? 5 by 3 x cube minus 3x. In fact, I can consider x also the common one, but let us keep it as it is. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are done with this, then I will give you 10 minutes to find out for n is equal to 4. For n is equal to 4 means integral part of it will be 4 by 2. That means 4 by 2 is nothing but 2. So you will have 3 terms, k is equal to 0, k is equal to 1 and k is equal to 2. Right? कर रहे हो ना find out?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
मैम यहाँ पे 5/2 x³ नहीं आएगा?
Sorry?
5/2 x³ आएगा ना?
That is what
बस
I
वही तो जहाँ आपने
here. This 3
Yes.
will cancel out with this one and you will have 2 over here. That is what I was checking also. So here it will be 5x. Sorry for this one. Now it will be okay, no? I forgot
Yes,
to check that.
Yes.
Yeah, fine. All of you have written this part, no? So I am rubbing it. कोई बाकी है लिखने का?
नहीं मैम.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. will be nothing but 2. So that I am writing over here. So now I will directly start with the computations. So first of all, for k is equal to 0, this is 1 upon 2 raised to 4, 0 factorial. Numerator is 8 factorial, 4 factorial, again 4 factorial, x raised to 4. Now xk is equal to 1, so minus 1 raised to 1, so negative sign. So 1 upon 2 raised to 4, k is 1, so 1 factorial, here 6 factorial, 8 minus 2k, that is 6 factorial. This will be 4 minus 1, so 3 factorial, 4 minus 2, so it will be 2 factorial, x raised to 4 minus 2 into 1, so it will be 2. Now k is equal to 2, so third term, and minus 1 raised to 2 with the positive sign, so plus 1 upon 2 raised to 4, 2 factorial, 8 minus 2 into 2, 4. So this is, let me directly write it. 8 minus 4, so it is directly 4 factorial. Denominator is 4 minus 2 factorial. So it is 2 factorial. 4 minus 2 into 2. So it will be 0 factorial. And x raised to 4 minus 4, so 0. This is the constant quantity. So simplify it and let me know the answer, final answer. Any one of you have computed it? What are the coefficients?
Wait, ma'am.
Hanji?
Done, ma'am.
Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Hanji, बताइए अरविंद.
Ma'am, it's 1 by 8 whole, 35,
35.
yeah, right, x raised to 4
Very good.
minus 30x square,
30, no?
yes, 30,
Fine.
plus 3,
Plus 3. Yeah. So this is what the computation of P4x. I have left with P2x that I am giving you as homework. Okay. P2x you will get it as, let me give you the answer. It will be 1 by 2, 3x square minus 1. So now you can see, if I consider now, all of you are getting this answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. This is the correct one, and P4x will be this one only. Those who have done some mistake in the computation, please, that thing you can check it out later. But right now, if you see, for n is equal to 4, the computations will become more tedious. When I consider n is equal to 5 and so on, so you can see the polynomials will have the more terms in the computation, and in that way, it is difficult to find out the corresponding the terms of the polynomials. Right? So for this one, it is considered one formula which is called the Rodrigues formula, which you are going to use in your quantum mechanics in your 5th semester. Right? So right now your senior was telling me that they all are going through this legendary polynomial Bessel functions. So be careful while understanding these concepts because it is very useful in your higher semesters. Okay. So let us start with this one. So in so on, now you are able to find out the corresponding terms of the legendary polynomial, that how the terms will be there. But we are not going higher order than this one right now. Okay, let us see now this one formula and what will be the, and using that formula, how this computations will become simpler, that we'll see. So first of all, we need to derive that formula, that is called the Rodrigues formula. All of you have written this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine, very good. Okay, consider that formula, that is the Rodrigues formula. And what is it? Let us take this. बोर्ड अच्छे से दिख रहा है ना आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
by 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial into nth order derivative of x square minus 1 to the power n with respect to the variable x. Okay, for this I will need to recall the binomial theorem. Anyone of you please give me the formula for the binomial theorem?
A plus B whole raised to n
Yes, a plus b
is
minus.
equals to
Very good.
NC0.
समेशन में आएगा कुछ?
मैम समेशन वाला टर्म हमें याद करना पड़ेगा. वेट.
आप NC0 वाला लिखवा रहे हो ना?
यस.
हाँ बोलिए. NC0.
NC0 ax raised to n a raised to n b raised to 0.
Very
Sorry.
good. Fine.
Plus NC1 a raised to n minus 1 b raised to 1
प्लस अप टू प्लस कहाँ तक जाएगा?
plus up to plus NCn
NCn.
a raised to 0 b raised to n.
Yes. Descending powers of A and descending powers of B you have to consider, and in that
Yes.
so I can write it in the summation way like this. Suppose I want to write NCK. N is fixed, you can see, and K is varying from 0 to n, right? So K will be 0 to n here. A raised to, I can consider n minus c. Here n minus 0, n minus 1, and here n minus n. So in that case, it will be n minus k, b raised to k, because b0, b raised to 0, b raised to 1, and so on, b raised to n. So I can write it in the summation form like this. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And if you see this one, where what is this NCK? It will be n factorial upon n minus k factorial k factorial. It is for D, yes. This is for D group students, please. The expansion of a plus b raised to n is given by this formula, where NCK is nothing but this one. And you can see, since occurrence of this factor in the series n minus k factorial, so this factorial function will be defined for 0 and positive integers only. Hence, when k exceeding the value n, this will become infinity, and hence the entire term will become 0, and hence will have the termination of the series at n, because number exceed n, that term will pertain into 0 factor. So those infinite terms will become 0 in that case. So we are going to use this one for this factor. Okay, so let us see now what will be x square minus 1 with this binomial theorem. So we know that you can write here proof or the solution. We know from the binomial theorem, you can have this one. A plus b whole raised to n is equal to this summation, where NCK is equal to this one. Okay, so let us apply this. We know from the binomial theorem this. Therefore, which three we are going to need? Actually, what we will start with the RHS part, and from RHS we are going to see that we are going to derive P and X. This is what our flow of the proof. So to have the nth derivative of this one, we first need the expansion of this one. So that is what we are doing right now. That we will first consider the expansion of this, then we will consider nth derivative of it, and then we will multiply with this term. We will get P and X. Okay, so that structure we are going to get in this derivation. So in that case, x square minus 1 raised to n is equal to what it will be. So summation a is equal to 0 to n because n is the power common for both of this, and ck will be also common. Now a I will consider as x square and b I will consider as minus 1, right? Comparing this LHS both the sides. So a is nothing but x square, so x square raised to n minus k, and b is minus 1, so minus 1 raised to k. So this is nothing but summation k is equal to 0 to n ck. Let me write minus 1 raised to k first, this term. So it is minus 1 raised to k nck x raised to 2n minus 2k. This is from the binomial theorem. So therefore, now I will consider this term. So therefore, 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial, nth order derivative of x square minus 1 whole raised to n is equal to, so that is same as 2 raised to n factorial, nth order derivative of this, that is summation k is equal to 0 to n minus 1 raised to k nck x raised to 2n minus 2k. You are taking the derivative with respect to x factor, x variable, and these are the constant quantities in the summation. This is the finite sum, hence derivative will be applied term by term. So it will be applied on this factor, that x raised to 2n minus 2k. So let us see this, what will be the nth order derivative of this factor. That is what we are going to see. Okay. For this one, let me consider one value, one observation. First of all, what I need to consider, I want b. ये मुझे find out करना है. Let us simplify the terms. That's why instead of 2n minus 2k, I have just considered n. Okay. So let us check for the specific value. So suppose I consider n is equal to 3. So it will be d cube by dx square, right? Or n is equal to, I will consider one lower value from the 3, that is 2 I will consider exactly 3 value, and the larger value of that one, that is 4. So what will be the corresponding value? So I will check for 2, then I will consider the third order derivative of x cube and third order derivative of x raised to 4 also. यहाँ पर देखिए, ये जो टर्म है वो n से बढ़ गया, n से यहाँ पर k is equal to 0 आप जब रखोगे तो इट मे बी पॉसिबल दैट आप लार्जर वैल्यू पे उसका इफेक्ट क्या होगा, लोअर वैल्यू पे उसका इफेक्ट क्या होगा, जब एग्जैक्टली सेम वैल्यू होगा तो उसका इफेक्ट क्या होगा, डेरिवेटिव, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू सी, एंड फॉर दैट आई हैव कंसीडर्ड दिस 3 पर्टिकुलर टर्म्स. ओके. सो फॉर दिस वन इफ यू सी x स्क्वायर का फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव लोगे, हमें थर्ड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव तक जाना है. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव लोगे तो इट विल बी 2x, सेकंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव विल बी 2, एंड थर्ड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव ऑफ 2 विल बी नथिंग बट 0. यस और नो?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
प्लीज यहाँ पर ध्यान देना, और जहाँ पर भी आपको डाउट है आप मुझे तुरंत पूछ लेना. So x square third order derivative will be 0. What about x cube? X cube first order derivative is 3x square. Second order derivative will be 6x, and third order derivative will be 6. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
So 6. That means I can consider it
Yes,
as
ma'am.
factorial only. Then when I consider x raised to 4, third order derivative, so it will be non-zero. My aim is it will be non-zero. So first order derivative of it will be 4x cube, then it will be 12x square, then it will be 24x. So this will be 24x. Now observe all this quantity. Order यहाँ पे 3 था, polynomial का power 2 था. That means when polynomial order is less than the corresponding order of the derivative, you will get the corresponding term as 0. When order and order of the differentiation and the polynomial order both are same, at that time you will get the non-zero value, that is 3 factorial, and when it is larger you will get the corresponding polynomials. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So what can I say for this one?
Yes, ma'am.
इसके लिए क्या बोल सकते हैं? यहाँ पे अगर वो इसको मैंने लिखना है तो कैसे लिख सकते हैं इसको फैक्टोरियल फॉर्म में? अब x का पावर 1 आया है, देखो यहाँ पर x का पावर 1 है, दैट मींस यहाँ पे आप देखोगे तो इट इज डिफरेंस ऑफ दिस टू, दैट मींस इट इज x रेज टू 4 minus 3 and 24 कैन बी रिटन एज 4 फैक्टोरियल क्या होता है?
24.
24.
24.
4 factorial is
24.
24 and denominator I can consider as 1 factorial. So this is nothing but if you see this one, then it is m 4 factorial upon 4 minus 3 factorial into x raised to 4 minus 3. This is what the corresponding form corresponds to this one. Let me consider one more term so that your idea about this gets clear. d cube by d raised to अगर d x raised to 5 का अगर हम ले लेते तो क्या होगा? First derivative is 5x raised to 4. Second order derivative will be 20x raised to 3. Then the third order derivative of it will be 60x raised
60x square.
to 2. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो जो x के powers है that is the difference of this two. That means I can write here 5 minus 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So every time you will get the corresponding powers of x as this minus this factor, right? Now let us come to the numerator and denominator part. 5. What is 5 factorial? 5 factorial is 120.
120.
And different in the denominator difference of it, that means it will be 2 factorial, therefore you are getting 60x square or not?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
means whenever you consider the higher powers of x compared to the differentiation order, you will get the corresponding numerator and denominator as numerator will be x power factorial, denominator will be difference factorial, and x power will be corresponding difference of those two numbers. Yes or no? So observing this
Yes,
quantity, can I say when your m is greater than m is greater than n, it will be, this is nothing but this is 5 factorial, this is 5 factorial. So x का power means यहाँ पे रहेगा m factorial, then in the denominator it is difference of this two, that means here it will be m minus n factorial into x raised to m minus n. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. And
Yes, ma'am.
very good. So and when your m is less than n, तो आपको m less than n means यहाँ पर हमने जब स्क्वायर लिया था तो वो 0 मिल रहा था. So less than order, जब भी less than polynomial के orders होंगे, डिग्री होगी, तो you will get the corresponding derivative as 0. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
तो
Yes,
अभी एक ही केस बचा, that is m is equal to n. m is equal to n means this case. m is equal to n जब आप लोगे तो if you see this one, m is equal to n, so this will become a 0 factorial. And x raised to m minus n, that is also 0, so you will left with the n factorial only. Therefore, this is the case I can consider m greater than or equal to n. Yes, is this point clear? This is the important point of this formula.
Yes, ma'am.
जिसको भी डाउट है वो प्लीज अनम्यूट करके पूछ लीजिए, क्योंकि अभी जब मैं बोर्ड पे पढ़ाती हूँ तो चैट बॉक्स मुझे इजी नहीं रहता है हर बार चेक करना और वो सब. सो जिसको भी डाउट है वो अनम्यूट करके मुझे सीधा पूछ लीजिए. सो दिस इज व्हाट द ऑब्जर्वेशन वी हैव considered, that whenever you have the different powers of derivative and the polynomials, corresponding derivative will be either 0 or this number, right? So अभी क्वेश्चन है कि जब हमारा m 2n minus 2k हो जाएगा तो उसके करस्पॉन्डिंग ये नंबर क्या होगा. So let us see this. ये लिख लिया ना आप लोगों ने अपने रेफरेंस के लिए?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I am rubbing it. So I am giving this as equation number 1. अब आप लिख सकते हो कि but we know that, write down, we know that this is equal to this, but we know that you have to write down this quantity, that p nth order derivative of x raised to m is equal to these two cases you just write down. Hence, so हम कंक्लूजन क्या निकाल सकते हैं? तो nth ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव ऑफ हमें चाहिए क्या? x रेज टू 2n minus 2k. 2n minus 2k is equal to 0 when 0 कब बनता है? When m is less than n. What is m in this case? m is 2n minus 2k. So when
2n minus 2k.
yes. So m is less than n. So 2n minus 2k की क्वांटिटी जब n से छोटी होगी तो corresponding derivative will be 0 and nth order derivative of x raised to 2n minus 2k is equal to, तो क्या हो जाएगा जब when I consider 2n minus 2k is greater than, let me write, आपको दिख रहा है ये फॉर्म? बॉर्डर दिख रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
बोर्ड का बॉर्डर दिख रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
So I am writing it over here n. तो ये केस में जब आपका n greater than or equal to n हो जाएगा तो उस केस में it will be m factorial, that is 2n minus 2k factorial, denominator m minus n, that is 2n minus 2k minus n factorial x raised to m minus n. So m is here 2n minus 2k minus n. And simplification, if you see, simplification of it will be 2n minus 2k factorial, denominator 2n minus 2k minus n, so it will be n minus 2k factorial, x raised to 2n minus 2k minus n, so it is n minus 2k factorial, sorry not factorial, n minus 2k term. Yes, p and x की टर्म्स आ गई है, अभी आप देख रहे हो 2n minus 2k मिला हमें, यहाँ से n minus 2k factorial मिला, x raised to 2n minus n minus 2k भी मिल गया. So यहाँ से जब आप simplification देखोगे तो what it will be? अभी हमें क्या करना है? We have to decide the terms of the series. तो यहाँ पे आपके पास फॉर्मूला है कि 2n minus 2k greater than or equal to n के लिए ये corresponding term जा रही है. तो all of you have written this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
जिसका भी बाकी है वो तुरंत बता देना मुझे कि मैडम बाकी है, तो मैं I will need this equation number 1. So I am just writing it over here. Okay, so now we are going to decide the terms. यहाँ पे देखिए -1 raised to k factorial n factorial ये सारी terms तो हमें पता है. We need just to have the p and x as a solution. We need to clarify this thing that y n will be n by 2. So for that we will consider these two terms. कि जब 2n minus 2k is less than n, we will already get this derivative as 0. So ये टर्म अगर होती है तो ऑलरेडी आपको टर्म जीरो मिलती है, तो वो इनफाइनाइट सीरीज है, उसको देखने की जरूरत नहीं है। तो नॉन जीरो टर्म्स को विल कंसीडर एंड नॉन जीरो टर्म्स विल बी corresponds to this one only and corresponds to this means 2n minus 2k is greater than or equal to n. This means what? N minus k is greater than or equal to n by 2. Yes or no by considering 2 common?
Yes, ma'am.
And further if you simplify this one or let me consider it in this way. देखिए यहाँ पर 2n minus n और k यहाँ पे जाएगा, so 2n minus n greater than or equal to 2k, so this is nothing but n, so I can say k is less than or equal to n by 2. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. और यहाँ से जो केस ले रहे हैं वो क्या है? So this is the case when you will get the corresponding entry is non-zero. So the nth order derivative of x raised to 2n minus 2k is equal to this factor. I have already written over here. If k is less than or equal to n by 2 and is equal to 0, if ये already 0 है, तो यहाँ पे 2n minus n is equal to 2k. So it is, let me write 2n minus n is less than 2k, that means n is less than 2k, that means k is greater than n by 2. So आप देख सकते हो k की सारी वैल्यूज जो है k is greater than n by 2, so it will be 0. When k is less than or equal to n by 2, then only we are getting the non-zero terms. बाकी के सारे 0 हो जा रहे हैं, तो your series will be now instead of 0 to n, it will terminate at n by 2. All of you are agree with this one? ये देखिए
Yes,
यहाँ
ma'am.
सीरीज हमारी जो थी वो 0 to n से जा रही थी, 0 to n तक जा रही थी, but now since the nth order derivative of this quantity will occur and it will give you the higher order derivatives as 0, therefore your series will be terminating at the point n by 2. और k हमारा क्या है? k is the non-zero, non-negative integer. That means it will consider the term 0 as well as the positive integer. Therefore, n by 2 हम नहीं रख सकते उसको. That's why we will consider now the integral part of it. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? जानवी,
हाँ मैम आया।
पाहिनी,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, मिहिर, मिहिर,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, fine. वो नहीं आया आज, अनिकेत है, अनिकेत समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. आ रहा है.
ओके फाइन। बाकी के 3 क्यों नहीं है आज? लोपा, श्रुति एंड विराज।
मैम लोपा बीमार है,
ओके एंड व्हाट अबाउट अदर?
उसे हेडेक है।
श्रुति, विराज भाई साहब को तो कुछ बोल ही नहीं सकते। ओके सो नाउ यू कैन राइट ओवर हियर वन इज वी हैव गिवन 2 you can give as this one. Give this equation as 2. So you write down from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, we must replace from 1 and 2. थोड़ा जल्दी लिखिए क्योंकि ये कंपटीशन हमें अभी खत्म करना है। From 1 and 2 we must replace this by this, this by this, if n is even, if n is even, and आप इसको ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते, and this n is odd, and if and this series if n is odd, that is we must replace this by this by this. लिख लिया सबने?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore 1 reduced to, hence 1 reduced to, left hand side if you see, left hand side was this one. So 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial nth order derivative of x square minus 1 raised to n is equal to, so that is this one. So 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial, I will write over here, summation k is equal to 0 to, क्या हो जाएगा? k is equal to 0 to n by 2. ग्रीन चौक दिख रहा है ना आप लोगों को सबको अच्छे से?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So this is minus 1 raised to k nck nth order derivative of x raised to 2n minus 2k, right? And this is what we have found, that 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial summation k is equal to 0 to n by 2. मुझे नीचे लिखने दो तो अच्छे से तुमको दिखेगा. So I am writing it over here. It will be 1 upon 2 raised to n factorial summation k is equal to 0 to n by 2 minus 1 raised to k. nck is, now we are substituting the values of nck, that is n factorial n minus k factorial into the nth order derivative of this, and this is what we have considered over here at the last. So 2n minus 2k factorial upon n minus 2k factorial x raised to n minus 2k. So this n factorial goes. So let me write now the series form as 0 to integral part n by 2 minus 1 raised to k upon, now I am considering this term inside the summation because it is independent of k, 2 raised to n k factorial 2n minus 2k factorial, denominator is this two factors, that is n minus k factorial n minus 2k factorial into x raised to n minus 2k, and see the structure with this one. So this is nothing but p and x. समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll stop today. We are going to see the use of this Rodrigues formula tomorrow by computing the Legendre polynomials for different n's. So that we are going to see. You compute the p2x, which I have already given you, and see this p1, p2, p3, and p4. Okay. So tomorrow we'll consider this one. Okay. Those who don't have a doubt, they can leave the meeting now.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Take care.
Ma'am.
Yes.
मैम वो आप वीडियो लेक्चर का